The American Civil War took place between the years of 1861 and 1865. Lincoln had become the first Republican president of the United States, and he pledged to keep slavery out of the states. The South, however, had a different plan in mind. They wanted to keep slavery within the states because they believed they had the right to life, liberty, and property. Slaves were considered property during this time. The South didn't think they had much say in Congress either, and so this is why the Civil War began. There were many influential leaders during the Civil War. However, one man stood out the most: William Lloyd Garrison. Garrison was a very passionate speaker and a strong abolition leader. Garrison was born in Newburyport, Massachusetts in 1805. His father abandoned the family when Garrison was just 3 years old. His mom was a Baptist, but she had a hard time raising the kids with just herself. Garrison then moved in with a Baptist deacon to earn his education. When he finished, he tried taking an apprenticeship as a shoemaker and later a cabinet maker. However, he could not keep up with the work physically, so Garrison decides to take an apprenticeship under Ephraim Allen, the editor of Newburyport Herald. This marked the starting point of Garrison writing his own newspaper called The Liberator in 1830. Garrison longed to see an end to the cruelty of slavery. Garrison was on the side with the Union because he wanted to see an end to slavery. However, he believed that America should dissolve where every state is not allowed to have slaves. America was founded on Christian beliefs and freedom that should remain. After Garrison started writing his newspaper, he soon became a very passionate speaker. He argued that you cannot have slavery and anti-slavery states in the same country. You had to either be for slavery or against slavery. There could be no in the middle, or else the Union would not stand. In this case, he did not want to annex Texas or join the Mexican-American War because he did not believe we needed more slave states. Garrison was a huge leader in abolishing slavery. He helped form the New England Anti-Slavery Society, and he also founded the American Anti-Slavery Society later on. Lincoln then creates the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. This basically said that slaves in the rebellious states were now free, and this then transformed the minds of the slaves who were fighting. They believed that this war was now a war for their freedom. This was their time to end their slavery. Garrison and Frederick Douglass worked closely with one another. Douglass convinced Lincoln to make the abolition of slavery a goal of the Civil War. The blacks fought at Fort Wagner, and they succeeded. The Union won. This was a huge turning point for the blacks, and it helped them realize their true value. At the end of the Civil War, Garrison saw the end of slavery. As he had previously stated, I determined at every hazard to lift up the standard of emancipation within sight of Bunker Hill in the birthplace of liberty. Garrison succeeded in his life calling, helping end slavery. His passionate messages and writings helped transform America, and slavery in America was no more.